Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So in case if I'm audible very nicely and if you can see me very nicely, can you please raise your hands? Do I need to increase my volume? If you're able to hear me, just raise your hands. Thank you very much. You can lower your hands now. Let's quickly begin this special Ram Ekadashi session. It's a very, very nice occasion. And we are all very, very lucky, very, very fortunate that on this day of Ekadashi, which is the day of Lord Hari, the day of Lord Krishna, any japa, tapa, vrata, which happens on this day, yields so much transcendental result and enables us to quickly progress on the path of Krishna consciousness, attracting the mercy of the Lord. It makes us very attractive in the eyes of the Lord. So all of you are very, very fortunate that you've all assembled here. It is my desire that we should, at least on the days of Ekadashi, we should plan our day in such a way that maybe work from home or try to finish all the shopping and everything earlier, so that the Ekadashi day, people can try to do some kind of a fasting so that they don't have to cook so much and spend so much time in the household chores, and take out more time for chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hearing to Krishna Katha, reading the Bhagavad Gita and the Bhagavatam. So Ekadashi is basically meant for rewinding or re-spiritualizing, or let's say replenishing our spiritual life. And any service done on the day of Ekadashi has multiple results, multifold results. So let's begin today's session by chanting the Pranam Mantra. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtham Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guruho Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha. Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktivrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gaurvani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangam Langhayate Girim Yatkripa Tamaham Vande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Harihi Om Tat Sat. So, welcome once again. So I was thinking, what is the best engagement on this day of Ekadashi? Of course, one has to hear more, chant more, read more. Ekadashi means more. Since time immemorial, the people who are following the ways and the means of Sanatana Dharma, they are very particular about observing this Ekadashi. Why? Because Ekadashi is a special day of Lord Hari. Krishna is more anxious than us to take us home back, more anxious than us, to take us home back to Godhead, than we have the desire to go home back to Godhead. So he creates ways and means in which easy mercy is secured for us, and we can actually avail that mercy and progress in Krishna consciousness and become purified. So that is the idea. So I think in one of the earlier sessions, I had told the story of Ekadashi in brief. I would not like to repeat it. But the essence of that pastime is Madhava Tithi Hari Bhakti Janani. Anybody who observes this Ekadashi, since unknowingly or knowingly the sins which they might have committed, they will be forgiven. And most importantly, not about the sins, most importantly, the tendency to do sinful activities will go away. How? Because Hari Bhakti Janani, the seed of devotion will germinate in the heart. And once the practice of Krishna consciousness, the sadhana process takes, I mean, it occupies a irrevocable place in the heart, and Krishna consciousness gets established as a truth in our life, or let's say the supreme truth in our life, then one loses the propensity to do sinful reactions also. Hari Bhakti Janani, one who becomes a devotee of Krishna, he or she gets such a higher taste that they lose the desire to do sinful activities. It is said, Sa evayam maya tedya yoga prokta puratanaha bhaktosi me sakha cheti rahasyam metadhi uttamam. So only the devotees can understand the secret that how by practicing Krishna consciousness, one is able to overcome the base natures, one is able to overcome the modes of material nature. Daivi esha gunamai mama maya duratyaya mameva ye prapadyante maya metam tarantite. Krishna says that this divine energy of mind, comprising of the three modes of material nature, mode of goodness, mode of passion, mode of ignorance, is very difficult to overcome. But one who surrenders unto me easily crosses beyond it. Maya metam tarantite. So Ekadashi is one such occasion when we can actually take shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord. Devotion to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna or Damodar, gets established as an irrevocable fact in our heart. We get that higher taste. Param drishtva nivartate. We get that higher taste, after getting which we don't hanker for the materialistic activities like eating, sleeping, mating, and defending, and we don't make that as a purpose of our life. So that is the importance of observing Ekadashi. Srila Prabhupada has commented in various places about Ekadashi. So I thought one of the best ways to start our Ekadashi celebrations is to hear from the Acharya. So I was hearing a lecture. I found it a little interesting. So I thought we will hear it together. So for the next 15-20 minutes, we will hear this lecture together. All of you, please have a pen and paper with you. And we will do this group Shravanam activity. We will all hear it together and note down one point which you feel is, which has inspired you, which has appealed to you. And towards the end of the lecture, we will all share some points from our side. In this way, our hearing will become complete. One has to hear in the association of devotees, that too on a special day like Ekadashi, from the Acharya. There's nothing better which we can do other than this. So I will now share my screen. So hope you are able to see my screen. So this is a very, very nice website. It's called as prabhupadwani.org. And here, all the lectures and bhajans and kirtans, lectures and talks, morning walks, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Ishopanishad, everything is compiled in one place. So I found a lecture which was delivered on 15th February 1975 in Mexico on the second chapter, 15th verse of the Bhagavad Gita. So as you see, there is the transcription also available for this lecture. So while we play this lecture, I'll be scrolling the screen and we'll be seeing the transcription also, so that those devotees who are not so much used to hearing Prabhupada, they can also follow the transcription and understand what's going on. And towards the end, we will share our realizations. Okay, so shall we start? If I can start, then please give me your permission by raising your hands. Okay, I'm sharing my screen and I'm going to play.
Bhagavad Gita, 2nd chapter, 15th verse.
Able to hear? If you are able to hear, please raise your hand once more.
Purusham Purushashabha Samadukha Sukham Dhiram Savartatvaya Kalpate Yam Hinavyatayam Kyete Purusham Purushashabha Samadukha Sukham Dhiram Savartatvaya Kalpate.
O el mejor entre los hombres, Arjuna. La persona que no es disturbado por la felicidad y la angustia. Y quien está estable en ambos. Es ciertamente elegible para la liberación.
Yam hina bhatanti iti purusam purusarsabha samadukha sukham dhinam sa amritataya kalpati. So, we have been discussing for the last 4 days about the constitutional position of the soul.
Hemos ido discutiendo recientemente acerca de la posición constitucional del alma.
First thing, we have discussed that the living being, this body is not the living being, but the living being is within the body.
La primera cosa que hemos discutido es que la entidad viviente no es este cuerpo, sino el alma que está dentro de este cuerpo.
Just like the motor car is not the driver.
Exactamente como el automóvil no es la persona que maneja el automóvil.
The driver is within the motor car.
El que maneja está dentro del carro.
Now, the driver or the soul within the body is immortal.
Ahora, el que maneja o el alma dentro del cuerpo es inmortal.
And it is transmigrating from one body to another.
Y él transmigra de un cuerpo a otro.
So, this transmigration from one body to another is not very good business.
Así, esta transmigración de un cuerpo a otro no es un buen negocio.
Just like if you are living in some apartment and you have to change immediately for another, do not get disgusted.
Por ejemplo, si usted vive en un apartamento y inmediatamente tiene que cambiar otro apartamento, inmediatamente tiene que cambiar otro apartamento, entonces usted se vuelve muy disgustado.
Naturally, we desire that if I get some permanent apartment, it is very good.
Naturalmente, deseamos que si yo podría alcanzar un apartamento permanente, eso sería muy bueno.
Actually, we want that. Nobody wants to die.
En realidad no queremos, nadie quiere morir.
Even a person or living being in the most wretched condition of life, if you propose that let me kill you, he will not agree.
A una persona en la condición más miserable de la vida, si usted propone que él muera, él no quiere morir, quiere vivir.
Therefore, the psychology is that every living being does not want to die.
Por eso la psicología es que cada entidad viviente no quiere morir.
So, but actually we are not subjected to death or birth, that will be discussed. We have somehow or other by chance or by coincidence we have acquired this material body.
Y como hemos discutido, nosotros no estamos sujetos al nacimiento y a la muerte, pero de una manera u otra hemos conseguido este cuerpo material.
Actually, it is not by chance, but we wanted to lord it over the material world. Therefore, we have got this material body.
En realidad no es por accidente, pero queremos enseñorearnos sobre la naturaleza material y de esta manera hemos conseguido este cuerpo material.
So everyone in this material world, either human being or animals or birds and beasts, is trying to be the Lord of the universe.
Por eso todo el mundo en este mundo material, o sea, ser humano o animal o bestia o pájaro, lo que sea, él está tratando de ser el Señor de todo el universo.
Therefore, if we actually want relief from this constant change of transmigration, then we must prepare for that.
Por eso, si queremos alivio de este cambio constante de nacimiento y de muerte, tenemos que tratar por eso.
We have already discussed that we can get our next life as we prepare for it.
Ya hemos discutido que podemos conseguir nuestra próxima vida como preparamos por eso.
If I like, I can go to the higher planetary system. If I like, I can go to the lower planetary system. If I like, you can go to the beastly life or godly life. As I desire, I will get.
Si me gusta, puedo ir a los sistemas planetarios superiores. Si me gusta, puedo ir a los sistemas planetarios infernales. De esa manera, yo puedo vivir como una bestia o como un dios, como me gusta.
The Lord is situated in my heart, in your heart, and He is working, He's staying, He hasn't got to work, He's staying to see my activities.
El Señor está situado en mi corazón y también en su corazón, y Él permanece allí para ver mis actividades.
And He also understands what is my desire.
También entiende mi deseo.
Accordingly, He offers a machine. This is a machine. It is said, Jantra Ruhani Maya. Jantra means machine.
Y propiamente me ofrece una máquina. Este cuerpo es una máquina.
So, just like in our car, we can travel here and there. Similarly, on this machine of body, we can go anywhere.
Ya que como nuestro carro podemos viajar aquí y allá, también en este cuerpo podemos viajar a todas partes.
So, as human being, we should know that why I am wandering in so many places, in so many species of life, and in so many planets. Why? Can it not be stopped for a permanent life? This should be the consideration.
Por eso, como ser humano, yo debo entender por qué yo tengo que viajar en tantas especies de la vida, en tantos lugares, en tantos planetas, y si yo puedo parar este proceso. Eso debe ser mi pregunta.
Therefore, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Ei rupe brahmanda bhramite kono bhagyavan jeev Guru Krishna kripaye paye bhakti lata bir. The living entity in this way, wandering in different species of life, in different planetary platform. Therefore, this is very disgusting. So if one is fortunate, then he comes in contact with a devotee.
Como si Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dijo, estamos viajando a tantos planetas, tantas especies de vida, tantas formas de la vida, y si nos volvemos muy afortunados, entonces podemos hacer contacto con un devoto puro del Señor.
This Krishna consciousness movement is meant for giving this opportunity to everyone.
Este movimiento para la conciencia de Krishna es hecho para dar esta oportunidad a cada quien.
We are opening centers all over the world, inviting people to come in our place, understand the philosophy. We have got so many books, and try to save yourself from this botheration of repetition of birth and death.
Abrimos templos en todas partes del mundo, estamos invitando a todo el mundo a venir aquí a aprender algo acerca de la ciencia de Dios para salvarse de la repetición del nacimiento y de la muerte.
In order to execute this business, apparently there is little difficulty.
Para ejecutar este negocio, aparentemente hay un poco de dificultad.
Just like we prescribe to our members, no intoxication.
Por ejemplo, prescribimos a nuestros miembros que ninguna intoxicación.
No intoxication, one who is habituated to drink, to smoke, to drink coffee, tea, etc., he feels some discomfort.
No intoxicación, uno acostumbrado a tomar, a fumar, a intoxicarse, él siente un poco incómodo con eso.
Similarly, we say no meat eating.
Similarmente, decimos, no se puede comer carne.
So those who are meat eaters, they will find little difficulty to give up this habit.
Ellos que comen carne van a encontrarse con un poco de dificultad para abandonar este hábito.
Similarly, we say no illicit sex.
Seguramente decimos ningún sexo ilícito.
But one who is habituated for this illicit sex life, he feels some difficulty.
Pero uno que está acostumbrado a este sexo ilícito se siente un poco incómodo.
So there are so many things. In the beginning, it appears to be little difficult.
Hay tantas cosas en el principio aparece un poco difícil.
Actually, it is not difficult, but because we are habituated, we feel difficult.
En realidad no es difícil, pero puesto que estamos acostumbrados nos sentimos un poco incómodos.
So, if you are actually anxious and serious to stop this repetition of birth and death, then we must take to Krishna consciousness.
Por eso, si en realidad usted está ansioso y serio para esta repetición del nacimiento y de la muerte, tiene que aceptar esta conciencia de Krishna.
Because without Krishna consciousness, nobody can stop the repetition of birth and death.
Porque sin la conciencia de Krishna nadie puede parar la repetición del nacimiento y de la muerte.
Therefore, Krishna advises in this verse that accept this little difficulty.
Por eso Krishna aconseja en este verso que acepte este pequeño dificultad.
Actually, there is no difficulty, but because we are practiced, in the beginning, we find little difficulty.
En realidad no hay nada de dificultad, pero porque no estamos acostumbrados en el principio, sentimos un poco de dificultad.
Therefore, here Krishna says, Jang hina bathayanti ete. All these so-called difficulties, if they do not bother or give some pain to a person, all these difficulties, just like I am feeling difficult, I am habituated to smoke, now I am forbidden not to smoke. So I am feeling difficulty.
Por ejemplo, estoy acostumbrado a fumar, ahora es prohibido que yo fumo, por eso yo siento un poco de dificultad.
Therefore Krishna said, so although it is not difficulty, but although one feels difficulty, still he sticks to the principle, then he becomes fit for going back to home, back to body.
Krishna dice que no es difícil, pero aunque no es difícil, sí, parece difícil. Sin embargo, uno que sigue con el principio, él se hace elegible para volver a casa, para volver a Krishna.
So, Indriyani Pramathani, in the Bhagavad Gita you'll find, our senses are very strong, like mad snakes.
Dice en Bhagavad Gita que nuestros sentidos son muy fuertes, como serpientes locos.
There is some statement in Vedic literature, Indriya Kala Sarpa Patali. Indriya, the senses are just like dreadful snakes.
Hay una declaración en la literatura védica que los sentidos son exactamente como serpientes terribles.
But there is a means to subdue the snake. It is said, Indriya Kala Sarpa Patali Pratkhata Dhamastayate. Means the snake may be very dangerous, but somehow or other, if you take out its poison teeth, then it is no more dangerous.
So, en la literatura hay una manera de conquistar esta serpiente en la literatura védica quitar los dientes de veneno, entonces la serpiente no puede hacer nada.
The snake is dangerous on account of the poison teeth. So if somehow or other the poison teeth extricated, then the snake is no more dangerous.
La serpiente es peligroso debido a los dientes de veneno, pero si se puede quitar los dientes de veneno, entonces ya no hay ningún peligro.
So our strong senses, snake-like senses, can be bereft of the poison teeth by accepting Krishna consciousness.
Por eso nuestros sentidos fuertes, que son como serpientes, podemos hacer esos sentidos, podemos quitar el peligro para aceptar el movimiento del conflicto de Krishna y quitar los dientes de veneno de nuestros sentidos.
So the simple method offered by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is this chanting Hare Krishna mantra.
The método sencillo de Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu es el cantar de Hare Krishna mantra.
He says personally, Cheto Darpana Marjanam Bhava Mahadavagni Nidvapanam means by chanting Hare Krishna mantra, your heart will be cleansed. And as soon as your heart is cleansed, you can feel everything in its proper order.
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dijo personalmente que con el cantar de Hare Krishna su corazón será limpiado y cuando su corazón está completamente limpio, usted puede entender la ciencia de Dios.
So when the heart is cleansed, we can understand our real position and how we are suffering and how to take steps against this suffering.
Cuando nuestro corazón está limpio, podemos entender nuestra posición verdadera, cómo sufrimos y cómo tomar pasos en contra de este sufrimiento.
This is called Bhava Mahadavagni Nidvapanam, extinguishing the blazing fire of material existence.
Eso se llama extinguiendo el fuego terrible de la existencia material.
In this verse, it is mentioned again, Dhiram. Dhiram means very sober.
En ese verso se menciona dhira. Dhira significa muy sobrio.
In the beginning, Krishna said, Dhirastatta namayati. Dhira means one who is sober. He is not builder.
En el principio, Krishna dice, dhira está muy, uno que es sobrio, nunca se confunde.
So, Dhira means that although there is a cause of disturbance, one is not disturbed.
Dhira significa que aunque hay una causa de disturbio, él no es disturbado.
Although there is cigarette, but I should promise I shall not smoke.
Aunque hay cigarrillo, yo prometo que yo no voy a fumar.
Although there is facility for illicit sex, I will not do it.
Aunque hay facilidad para el sexo ilícito, no lo hago.
That is called dhira.
Eso se llama dhira.
Dhira means the cause of agitation or disturbance is present there, but one is not disturbed.
Dhira significa que la causa de agitación está presente, pero uno no está disturbado.
So, in order to advance in spiritual life, we have to become dhira.
Para avanzar en la vida espiritual tenemos que hacernos dhira.
That is said here. Sama dukkha sukhanga dhira. As soon as one becomes dhira, sober, these so-called material pains and pleasure does not disturb him.
Tan pronto que nos hagamos dhira, los presuntos dolores y placeres de la vida material no nos
Then he is fit for becoming immortal.
entonces es digno para hacerse inmortal.
Everyone is immortal, but he is fallen in such material condition that he thinks himself as mortal.
Todo el mundo es inmortal, pero él es tan caído en la condición material que él piensa de sí mismo como mortal.
Because I am spirit soul, therefore the breathing injection is a feel. Aham brahmasmi soham means I am as good as the Supreme Being. Means he is eternal, I am also eternal.
A los mandamientos dicen que somos exactamente como el Ser Supremo. Él es eterno y también somos eternos.
he is also living being, I am also living being.
Él es una entidad viviente, yo soy también una entidad viviente.
That means qualitatively we are one, God and we.
Eso significa que cualitativamente somos uno, Dios y nosotros.
But quantitatively he is great, we are small.
Pero cuantitativamente Él es grande y somos pequeños.
So we have to realize this, that we can become eternal, immortal, all qualified like God if we get out of these material clutches.
So, tenemos que realizarlo, que podemos hacernos eternos sin la muerte, si podemos salir de la atadura material humana.
And for this we have to become zero.
Para hacerlo tenemos que hacernos vida.
Zero means, I have already explained, not to be disturbed, even the cause of disturbance is there.
Vida, como ya expliqué, significa que aun cuando la causa del disturbio esté presente, yo no soy disturbado.
So that is the qualification of becoming immortal.
Eso es el requisito para ser inmortal.
So, little tolerance of the sensation, just like there is some sensation, if you have got some itches, you are feeling that I should itch. But if you stop itching, this will be cured. And if you go on itching, it will increase.
So tenemos que tolerar un poco, por ejemplo, si hay comezón, entonces tenemos que tolerar, si tratamos de satisfacer ese comezón, entonces el disturbio alimenta.
So itching, anyone who has got some experience of itching, itching is very pleasing at the time of itching. But at next time it is not very pleasing. It has created so many disturbing conditions.
Esta comezón de la vida material, cuando tratamos de satisfacerlo, parece bueno, pero en la próxima vida tenemos que sufrir por actividades.
Therefore Shastra says that we should try to control the itching of our senses.
Por eso las escrituras dicen que debemos tratar de controlar la comezón de nuestros sentidos.
Then he is zero.
Entonces es libre.
And as soon as you become zero, you are the first class candidate for going back to home, back to God.
Y tan pronto que ser libre es el candidato de la primera clase para volver a casa, para volver a Krishna.
So there is method, there is practice, there is process. If you like, you can adopt them. Actually, there is no difficulty and solve all the problems of your life.
Hay método, hay proceso, hay práctica. Y si le gusta, usted puede adoptarlo y puede solucionar todos los problemas de su vida.
This is Krishna consciousness movement. Try to understand and adopt it.
Ese es el movimiento de la conciencia de Krishna. Trate de entenderlo y aceptarlo y adoptarlo.
Any question?
Ahora sí, respecto al fin de la conciencia. He said that if we are originally in the spiritual world and full of knowledge, how can we try to lord it over? Or in other words, how can we try to do something which actually cannot be done? And if we are originally full of pleasure, then why would we accept an inferior thing?
That I have already explained, that although you have got the God's qualities, but you are very small.
Ya he explicado que aunque tenemos las calidades de Dios, somos muy pequeños.
Just like a big fire and the sparks of the fire. Similarly, God is big fire and we are like sparks of the fire.
Exactamente como el gran fuego y las chispas del fuego. Dios es exactamente como el gran fuego y somos como las chispas del fuego.
When the sparks come down from the fire, it becomes extinguished.
Cuando las chispas caen del fuego, ellos son extinguidos.
So because we are very small, I have already given you the dimension, as soon as we become out of the big fire, in touch with God, then we become extinguished.
Como yo he explicado, porque somos tan pequeños, tan pronto como salgamos del gran fuego de Dios, entonces somos extinguidos.
So somehow or other, if you are again go to the fire, you have your original brightened, illuminating quality. the spark.
Tan pronto como usted puede volver al gran fuego, inmediatamente puede tomar de nuevo sus calidades originales, su iluminación.
So at the present moment, somehow or other, being fallen in this material condition, we have lost our godly qualities.
Al momento presente, porque hemos caído en el mundo material, hemos perdido nuestras calidades divinas.
We can cure that, just like a diseased man lost his appetite, but by treatment he can again awaken his appetite and eat properly.
Porque podemos curar la situación como una persona enferma pierde su apetito, pero con la remedia entonces él cautiva otra vez su apetito.
So we being very small, we may say a small God, therefore we fall under the clutches of Maya, illusion, but it can be cured, we can again revive our original position.
Somos muy pequeños, podemos decir que somos dioses muy pequeños, que estamos bajo el control de Maya, pero podemos realizar otra vez nuestra condición original.
I know that the Lord in the ark is the soul, or is he a part of the soul?
No, the soul is part of the Lord. Lord is the super soul.
El Señor es la superalma.
So therefore, yoga practice means the soul wants to find out the super soul.
Por ende, la práctica de yoga significa que el alma quiere buscar a la superalma.
Dhyanavastita tadgati manasa pasyanti jam yogina. The yogis, those are real yogis, not bogus yogis. The real yogi, they want to meditate upon the super soul.
Los verdaderos yogis, ellos que no son farsantes, quieren meditar en la superalma.
The super soul and the soul, they are sitting on the same tree, the body.
La superalma y el alma están sentados sobre el mismo árbol, este cuerpo.
The super soul is simply witnessing the activities of the soul
La superalma es simplemente el testigo de las actividades del alma.
and giving sanction for all his mischievous activities.
Y él da aprobación para todas sus actividades físicas.
But the soul is suffering the sequence or the result of his activities. The super soul is simply witness.
El alma sufre el resultado de sus actividades pecaminosas, pero la superalma nada más que es el testigo.
That is stated in the Bhagavad. Anumanta upodrashta. Anumanta means without God's sanction, without super soul sanction, you cannot do anything.
Se dice en las escrituras védicas, sin la sanción de Dios o de la superalma, usted no puede hacer nada.
But because he persists, the soul persists to do something, super soul says, all right, you do at your own risk.
Pero porque el alma insiste en hacer algo, entonces la superalma dice, sí, hágalo, pero a su propio riesgo.
Just like a thief is going to steal, the super soul is ordering, don't do it.
Exactamente como el ladrón va a robar algo, pero la superalma dice, no.
Because without God's sanction, he cannot steal.
Porque sin la sanción de Dios, él no puede robar.
But when this thief persists, then he says, all right, you do at your risk.
Pero cuando el ladrón insiste, entonces la superalma dice, sí, hágalo, pero a su propio riesgo.
This is the position of the super soul and the soul.
Esa es la posición del alma y de la superalma.
El alma desea con la mente original. El alma con la mente original.
Does the soul suffer with his mind, or is he always enjoying?
Yes, he creates. He's thinking in his own way. Therefore, he's creating a situation which will be botheration for him.
El alma piensa de su propia manera y por eso él crea una situación que es muy incómoda para sí mismo.
¿Por qué existe el veneno de los sentidos para
Why is there a poison of the senses if we are so tiny?
¿Por qué existe el veneno de los sentidos para los hombres que somos tan pequeños?
If we are so small, why is there the poison of the senses?
Poison?
Of the senses?
Yeah. sense, because we have come to the poisonous condition, the senses has become poisonous.
Porque hemos venido a la situación de veneno, también los sentidos se hacen llenos de veneno.
Just like if you go to an area where there is infectious disease, you contaminate.
Por ejemplo, si vamos donde hay mucha enfermedad, también tenemos contacto con la enfermedad y
And suffer from the disease.
sufrimos de la enfermedad.
So it is your duty not to go such a place where there is contamination.
Es su responsabilidad no vaya a los lugares donde hay tanta contaminación.
It is up to you. You create your own situation of suffering or enjoying.
Usted tiene la responsabilidad, usted crea su propio sufrimiento o placer.
Hare Krishna. So we are very, very fortunate that we could hear from Srila Prabhupada for around 30 minutes. Of course, there are so many things which we could have heard and learned. So all the lectures of Srila Prabhupada are like this, where so many vital and fundamental points of Krishna consciousness is being brought out. So now I would request the devotees to please raise their hands and share one point which they liked from this lecture, which they feel that they can reflect upon for the rest of the day, and they will try to meditate upon it, learn from it. This is the process. So when we hear something, we have to meditate on it. Shravanam, Mananam, you have to meditate on it, and Nididhyasanam. Nididhyasanam means like actually you have to try to think how to apply it in your life. So I see so many people are raising their hands. One by one, I will try to unmute people. They can also, if they want, show up or turn on their videos, and in this way they can talk. So first, Sulbha Mataji, I will try to unmute you. And if you can turn on your video, that is also great. Otherwise, you can just speak up. Sulbha Mataji. Yes, Mataji, you can tell us what did you like?
हाँ नमस्ते प्रभु जी
Hare Krishna.
आपकी हरे कृष्णा आपके जन्मदिन पर आपको बहुत सारी बधाई है पहले.
Yes, Mataji, but thank you, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. आप बताइए कि आपको प्रभुपाद के इस संवाद में क्या अच्छा लगा.
अभी तो मैं एकदम से नहीं बता सकती हूँ, हिंदी में बात कर सकती हूँ मैं. मैं बहुत बार सुनती भी हूँ, बहुत बार सुन श्रीला प्रभुपाद का जो स्पीच है वो सब सुन रही हूँ मैं धीरे धीरे करके यूट्यूब पर, और बहुत अच्छे से समझ में आ रहे हैं उनके सब जो ये है जो विचार है भगवत गीता पर, वो बहुत अच्छे से समझ में आ रहे हैं. बट एकदम से तो मैं नहीं, क्योंकि अभी नई मतलब सीख रही हूँ मैं वो सब चीजें, तो एकदम से तो नहीं बता सकते कुछ भी.
नो प्रॉब्लम.
है बट हाँ एक मिनट.
यस माता जी, और कुछ बोलना है आपको?
अभी तो नहीं, अभी कुछ और सेशन होने दो फिर बोलूंगी मैं.
थैंक यू सो मच.
अभी तो नहीं बोल सकती हूँ.
हरे कृष्णा. So the next person whom I would invite to speak is Angala Parameshwari Mataji. If she can tell us what she liked in today's session, it will be great. Or what point she...
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to you, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Actually, the lecture is very wonderful, Prabhuji. Like we learned so many things, but I liked the important thing is like we are undergoing this repeated cycle of birth and death, but no one likes to be have this continuous changes. Everyone wants to have a permanent relationship. So that permanent relationship is actually the eternal relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, that we are the part and parcel of the Lord, and we have to serve the Lord. That is the permanent relationship. So that's the one point that Srila Prabhupada is mentioning here with some example, like no one wants to change the apartment, like one to another. So one that is actually disguising. One wants to be in a same apartment. So there's we don't want any changes. That is actually our nature. So that should be established only when we cross this material entanglement. One should come out of this material entanglement. That's the one point that I was like. And the second point is like, we are the spark and the Lord is fire, though we are having our godly qualities. Once when the spark is coming out of the fire, wants to lord it over material nature, then this spark gets extinguished. So if we want to go again associate with the Lord, then we have to become that fire, that quality should be there. So we have to endeavor for that. So only then we can attain peaceful and happiness life. That is the real happiness that I was understood, and I was like this point. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for giving this opportunity.
Thank you. Very nicely presented 2 points. I think you're very, very nicely, regularly hearing Srila Prabhupada lectures, and we could see that how nicely you have attentively heard today's lecture and reflected upon these 2 points. Thank you. So now I would like to request Vinita Mataji to kindly speak up, because she has raised her hand. All those who want to share some points, please raise your hands. Vinita Mataji, are you there?
Prabhuji, you have by mistake unmuted me.
Oh, sorry. Can you go back on mute, bro?
Yes, sure.
Yes, Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, let me begin with wishing you a very happy birthday. And coming to what we are expected to see here, actually this lecture was just beautiful. I mean, there's so many things we can absorb and imbibe. What actually made me ponder upon is, the soul and super soul, the relation between the soul and super soul. And super soul is there, he's observing, the soul is doing what he wants or what he feels like. And what the sentence, what he said, you create your own situation of suffering or enjoying. I think what struck me was, it is actually related to the current situation we are in. Yeah. So we need to exercise our control, exercise our desire, controlling our desire. And this pandemic has taught us the same thing, that whether we need to be in the disease situation or we want to improve. So that is what struck me a lot when I heard this. And only thing is that desire, what we're talking about, we need to control it. So that was one of the main things which I thought it applies. And I think Chris also has some.
Yes,
thing to talk about.
Yeah, again, happy returns of the day. Yeah, one of the last statement that Srila Prabhupada was making, that I think was very practical. It was very appealing. That if you go to a contaminated place, you get infected. Okay, so the choice of not to go there is yours. Okay, so you know what's going to happen and what actions you need to take, what precautions you need to take. It's in your control. So essentially, you need to follow what is the right thing for you. Okay, so it's entirely left to you. That's the message that I like the most in this.
Thank you so much. That's so wonderful. Everyone, Krishna is unlimited, and everybody looks just like a gulab jamun from whichever angle you see it is sweet. So everybody hears the same Prabhupada lecture, but they derive so many beautiful points. That's always my experience. Thank you very much. So we will now request someone else who have raised their hand. Who else would like to speak? Maumita Mataji, please can you speak up? Maumita Mataji. 1 second, I will unmute you. And now I will add you to the spotlight. Can you please speak up? Yes. Oh, you have not yet unmuted. Please try to unmute yourself.
Yeah, so what I learned from his the lectures, what was given is like, we are, although a very minor part of this entire world, just like an atom you said last class. So although there is a tendency that we can get extinguished, because it's a part of the fire which he was also talking about, Prabhupada, that we might get extinguished. But the positive point is like, if we get associated with the devotees, and if we chant Hare Krishna and we get, so that's the positive thing. Although we might get extinguished, but there is a way, there's a positive thing which I have found, like, and we can raise ourselves, and we can go to Godhead, like if we follow the rules and if we follow Bhagavad Gita. That's a very positive point which I have got, like, although we might get extinguished, but there is a way to save us. So still there is a way, like.
Very beautiful point. This is the real hope. There are so many people who give hope against hope for such hopeless things. But what Mataji has pointed out, that is the real hope. That no matter in what condition we are, the super soul is not ready to give up on us. And always with us, whether we are in a pig body or whether we are in a human body. The super soul is always there to guide. If we can take association of devotees, especially in human form, like Mataji said, we can get back that brightened, illuminated spiritual constitutional position. So, thank you very much, Mataji. This is a very hope-giving point for all of us on this Ekadashi. You have something more to add, or is that all?
No, that's it. Like, other thing is like, as he was telling, like, the super soul is like the super master who is like guiding us, like, and giving us a sanction, like. So it also gives, maybe, it also tells us like, you should stop this. It also tells us, but it is we who resist ourselves, and then we follow whatever we want to follow. So
Yes.
that is another guideline, like, which
Yeah. To add to this point, kindly consider the love of Krishna towards us. Super soul is nothing but an expansion of Krishna. Paramatma is nothing but an expansion of Krishna. Whether we obey Krishna or whether we don't obey Krishna, whether we love Krishna, whether we don't love Krishna, whether we follow what he says, whether we don't follow what he says, his love for us is so unconditional that no matter what we do, the Paramatma is always with us. Whether we become an amoeba or whether we become a demigod, in all circumstances, the Paramatma is with us. So this shows how unconditional the spiritual world is and how unconditional and unmotivated pure love is. So therefore, if somebody is looking for pure love, they should only look for that pure love in the relationship with Krishna and the devotees of Krishna, because everything else is you scratch my back, I scratch your back. If you listen to me, I'll be your father. But if you don't listen to me, I'll kill you. Hiranyakashipu did this to his son. So very nice point, Mataji. I also had very nice understanding through you. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare.
Okay, so I would now request Abhishek Mishra Prabhu to kindly speak up. And all those who have to share a point, please raise your hands. There are no more hands after this. Abhishek Mishra Prabhu, are you there?
Yes, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, so for me, so the most important point for me was the way he laid stress on, regulating our senses, and the four principles of ISKCON, which he said, like no gambling, no meat eating, no intoxication, no illicit sex. So these are the very foundation of how we proceed in this Krishna consciousness, right? And it's not an easy thing to do, as he said, that it is easy, but because we are habituated to it, it's it seems difficult. So I'll give my example. I really struggle to give up, drinking my morning tea. So that is how it is. It starts from that very small level. So yes, I think controlling the senses is extremely important, and it's not a day's job. I think it It will take at least a few months of serious practice, to attain at least some level of control over our senses. So that is one thing. And another thing which I want to highlight is that I was listening to another lecture today about of Srila Prabhupada, and one of the audiences, they asked that why do devotees always keep chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and why do they do it so loudly? So very beautifully he explained that when we are born in a body, we somehow, by the effect of Maya, we kind of lose the uh, communication with the super soul or Krishna, basically. So this chanting is actually a transcendental sound vibration, which is like a radio communication with him, and we kind of communicate back to him, and we are in a constant connection. So yes, we should keep chanting and remain in the association of devotees. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Sometime back, our Abhishek Prabhu had a question: why should we chant loudly? Why can't we do it in the mind? Now Abhishek Prabhu is very nicely giving the analogy of radio. So radio, when the volume is high, only then I can hear. So we have to chant loudly. Thank you, Abhishek Prabhu. Very, very nice realization. Abhijit Patra Prabhu, can you please speak up? What do you want to say? Oh, Abhijit Patra Prabhu is our hero. Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, and wish you a happy birthday, Prabhuji. Yeah. So Prabhuji, I understand like the soul in our body is immortal. So the soul is moving from like one body to another body, and it will keep going. So that's why the Prabhupada ji told us to be along with the Krishna consciousness. So if we'll attach with the Krishna consciousness, then we'll be forbidden from this transition from one body to another body. That I understood from his speech. And like he has given so many example how we like attach to the means like give an example of smoking and drinking and like illicit sex and all those things. So if we attach to it, or so the first time it will be difficult to leave all those things. But if we try to uh, uh, avoid these things, and will be touched with the Krishna consciousness, then will be just go back to the Godhead.
Yes, very nice point. Very, very beautiful point. Thank you. To add to your point, I would like to say that Srila Prabhupada mentions that the qualification to go back home, back to Godhead, is to become dhira.
Yeah.
What is the definition of dhira? Dhira means even when there is a provoking situation, still I am not being provoked. That is called dhira. So the entire spiritual world is like that. Everybody is dhira.
Yeah.
And the entire material world is adhira. So they will get easily provoked. So how to become dhira? We have to chant Hare Krishna, and we have to be in the association of other dhiras, who are the devotees of Krishna. Simply by being in association of them, by chanting Hare Krishna, by following these 4 regulative principles, Prabhupada says it is not very difficult.
Yeah. And Prabhuji, just one thing I want to say, like sometimes I felt bad, like some people they're just mocking the Sanatan Dharma, and like I've seen in Twitter, I've seen in like in social media, and that time I really felt bad, and so that time anger also, like so the thing is that Sanatan Dharma is not a dharma, it's not a religious, it's a like living of life.
Yeah.
So people are not understanding. I means like there's like,
see, there are demons always.
Yeah.
Always there will be demons who will be. The 16th chapter of Bhagavad Gita gives the definition of demons. Demons doesn't mean horns and teeth coming out, not like that. But demons is basically at the consciousness. So always there will be demons. Generally, how devotees should behave. Ishvare tad adhineshu balisheshu dvishatsu cha prema maitri kripopeksha sa karoti ya madhyama. So how a sincere Madhyamadhikari devotee of the Lord should behave. Ishvare tadadhineshu. They should maintain their sadhana very nicely. They should chant Hare Krishna, read Prabhupada's books, follow Ekadashi Vrata, associate with devotees, and have a Krishna conscious diet. And apart from that, those people who are innocent, that means those who are not envious, we can try to preach to them. Ishvare tad adhineshu balisheshu dushatsucha. And those who are envious, those who are dveshi, we have to avoid them because we will waste our time. Prema maitri kripopeksha means those who are innocent, those who have that shraddha, those who want to hear, those who are actually unbiased. We can try to, like all of you are very unbiased people, you are intelligent people. So I'm trying to preach to you. There were some people in this Gita course who were little bit dveshis. They had come up with some ulterior motives, and after the class they would trouble me with so many WhatsApp messages. Basically, it was nonsense. Why this? Why not this? Why this? Why not this? They were not ready to chant, not ready to read the Bhagavad Gita, not ready to attend the classes and hear what is being said. But why this? Why this? Why this? So they are dveshis. If we spend time with them, we will only lose our time. Nothing can be done to them. So we have to avoid them.
Yeah, and like one thing I understood, like the reading the Bhagavad Gita is kind of like we'll find all the solution of our problem.
Correct.
So that's the main thing. The people don't know, and even they will just give the Bhagavas and they'll tell everything like by seeing the Bollywood story and by seeing the serials and everything.
Yeah, nobody knows what is Bhagavad Gita.
They never read the Bhagavad Gita. That's the main important thing.
Yeah.
They'll read the Bhagavad Gita. They'll never say all the bogus like what's about our God.
Yeah, these days people don't read, but they would like to comment upon it.
Yeah.
So anyways, Chanakya Pandit has said, Murkhanam sabhayam panditaya maunam bhajeyu. In the association of idiots, a pandit or an intelligent person should keep quiet. So we should, and similarly, panditaya sabhayam murkhanam maunam bhajeyu. So if I'm an idiot and I'm surrounded by highly intelligent people, I should keep quiet. So we'll follow this system. We have to avoid envious people because we cannot preach to envious people. Who can preach to envious people? Uttam adhikaris, people like Srila Prabhupada or the various empowered personalities like my spiritual master, my Guru Maharaj. Even if an envious person comes in front of him, he will say just one point, and the whole heart transformation happens immediately. Why? Because they have that Kripa Shakti from Prabhupada, Kripa Shakti from Krishna. So we are not at that platform.
Yeah.
We are struggling to chant only. So,
yes, correct.
So we should try to just avoid them in the beginning. Okay?
Yeah.
We should not be disturbed by that.
Yeah.
Okay, Hare Krishna, Avijit Patra, thank you very much for sharing your realizations. Now, since there are no other hands, Sulbha Mataji wants to say something. Okay, ठीक है. Sulbha Mataji, बोलिए.
प्रभु जी, मैं एक पूछना चाहती हूँ कि हमारे
आपका आवाज ब्रेक हो रहा है.
भगवान जी का रूप है, भगवान ऐसे गलतियां क्यों होती है? तो मार्गदर्शन करना चाहिए, सावधान करना चाहिए भगवान ने. प्रभु जी, जैसे हमारे सोल के अंदर हिंदी में समझ में आ रहा है ना?
हाँ, मैं समझ रहा हूँ.
हाँ. अगर हमारे मतलब अंदर सोल में हमारे आत्मा या क्या बोलते हैं सोल, तो उसमें अगर हमारा भगवान का रूप है, भगवान का अंश क्या बोलते हैं अंश है, तो फिर हमसे गलतियां क्यों होती है? हमको भगवान मार्गदर्शन क्यों नहीं करते हैं? Actually, ये गलतियां मत करो, वो गलतियां मत करो.
करेक्ट. एक्चुअली मैंने लेक्चर में ये पॉइंट बताया.
हाँ, यही बताया है, थोड़ा और विस्तार से बताइए.
और इस पर मैं टीका टिप्पणी करूंगा.
हाँ.
ऐसा है कि परमात्मा हमारे अंतःकरण में हमारी आत्मा के साथ स्थित है.
हाँ, स्थिर है.
लेकिन जीवात्मा की एक विशेषता होती है कि जीवात्मा के पास निर्णय करने की स्वतंत्रता होती है, फ्री विल. क्योंकि भगवान स्वतंत्र हैं, इसलिए ये छोटी सी स्वतंत्रता जीवात्मा के पास भी होती है. भगवान परम स्वतंत्र हैं, वो जो चाहे करते हैं. तो जीवात्मा बेटा बाप जैसा ही होता है. तो जीवात्मा भगवान का अंश है, इसलिए जीवात्मा में भी ये फ्री विल होती है. तो इस छोटी सी स्वतंत्रता को भगवान लेना नहीं चाहते हैं जीवात्मा से, लिया भी नहीं जा सकता है। तो बात हमारे हृदय में, अंतःकरण में स्थित होकर के, जैसे प्रभुपाद बता रहे थे कि यदि कोई चोरी करना चाहता है, कोई चोर है, तो
चोर है, हाँ।
आता है सबके मन में कि चोरी गलत है, मत करो। लेकिन जीवात्मा उसको नजरअंदाज करके, उसको न सुन करके जब फिर से परसिस्ट, प्रभुपाद बोलते हैं when the जीवात्मा परसिस्ट्स, जब जीवात्मा बार बार बोलती है कि नहीं हम करेंगे, हम करेंगे, मैं करूंगा, मैं करूंगा, मैं करूंगा, तो फिर उसके बाद परमात्मा बोलते हैं ठीक है, करना है तो करो, लेकिन अपने रिस्क पर करो, तुम्हारी जिम्मेदारी। जैसे हमारा कोई, अगर आपको एक्सपीरियंस होगा, अगर कोई बच्चा है, उसको हम समझा रहे हैं कि ऐसे आग में हाथ मत डालो या कोरोना में बाहर खेलने मत जाओ, लेकिन बच्चा जिद कर रहा है, हमको करना है, हमको करना है, हम करना है, तो तंग परेशान होकर के कभी कभी हम लोग बोलते हैं कि ठीक है जाओ खेल लो, लेकिन तुम्हारी जिम्मेदारी। बारिश में नहीं नहाना चाहिए, लेकिन बच्चा जिद कर रहा है, तो ठीक है जाओ नहा लो, लेकिन तुम्हारी जिम्मेदारी। कभी कभी हम लोग ऐसा करते हैं, करना पड़ता है। तो ठीक उसी प्रकार परमात्मा हम सबको बता रहे हैं क्या करना चाहिए, क्या नहीं करना चाहिए, मार्गदर्शन हमेशा करते हैं। लेकिन चूंकि हमने जन्म जन्मांतर से उनकी बातों को सुनना बंद कर दिया है, उनके तरफ एक दीवार बना लिया है कि आप जो भी बोलो हम सुनेंगे ही नहीं, हम आपसे नफरत करते हैं, इसीलिए अब उनकी आवाज भी हमको सुनाई नहीं देती। लेकिन यदि हम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे महामंत्र का जप करते हैं, भगवत गीता भागवतम का अध्ययन करते हैं, भक्तों का संग करते हैं, तो फिर से पुनः वो दीवार टूट जाती है और हमें परमात्मा की आवाज सुनाई देने लगती है। जब हमारा अंतःकरण शुद्ध हो जाता है, जिस प्रकार यदि कोई आईना है, उस पर काफी धूल जम गया है, तो मुझे अपना स्वरूप नहीं दिखाई देगा उसमें, लेकिन जब मैं आईने को साफ कर दूं कॉलिन से छिड़क करके, तो मुझे दिखाई देने लगता है कि मैं कौन हूं। तो जब मैं जप करूंगा तो मुझे ये समझ में आ जाएगा कि मैं शरीर नहीं, मैं आत्मा हूं, और मेरे अंदर भगवान का अंश है, मैं भगवान का अंश हूं, और भगवान का एक अंश भी मेरे साथ है, मेरे शरीर में स्थित, जिसका जो है परमात्मा। तो जब ये शुद्धिकरण हो जाता है अंतःकरण का, तब हमें समझ में आने लगता है कि परमात्मा क्या बोल रहे हैं। उस समय जैसे प्रभुपाद बोलते हैं कि जिसने भगवान को समर्पण कर दिया है अपना, तो भगवान उनको क्षण क्षण गाइडेंस देते रहते हैं कि अब ये करो, अब उधर जाओ, अब ये काम करो, अब इसको उठाओ, अब उसको छोड़ो, और वो लोग बस उसको फॉलो करते हैं। अदरवाइज क्या जरूरत थी शिला प्रभुपाद जैसे व्यक्ति को 70 साल की उम्र में वृंदावन छोड़ के 2 हार्ट अटैक सहते हुए शिप पर 30 दिन की जर्नी करके 40 रुपए के साथ बॉस्टन जाने की क्या जरूरत थी? अवश्य ही परमात्मा श्री कृष्ण ने उनको कहा होगा कि मैं चाहता हूं कि ये होना चाहिए, तुम जाओ, तो वो लोग जाते हैं, वरना कौन करेगा ऐसे? तो ये है समस्या, क्योंकि हमारा अंतःकरण शुद्ध नहीं है, इसलिए हम परमात्मा की बात सुन नहीं पाते हैं। यद्यपि परमात्मा हर क्षण हमको मार्गदर्शन कर रहे हैं, लेकिन चूंकि हमारे अंदर एक फ्री विल है, जिसकी वजह से हम सुनना नहीं चाहते, और उसकी वजह से हमारी सारी समस्याएं हैं। इसका समाधान है भगवान के नाम का जप करना, भक्तों का संग करना, 4 नियमों का पालन करना, और भगवत गीता भागवतम इत्यादि को पढ़ना, भगवान के प्रसाद का सेवन करना। इन सब से हमारे अंतःकरण का शुद्धिकरण हो जाएगा।
अच्छा, और एक हमें जो दुख प्राप्त होता है।
माता जी, ये 1 सेकंड, आपके बाद एक व्यक्ति हाथ उठा के खड़ा है।
हाँ, सॉरी
लेता हूँ, फिर मैं आपके पास वापस आऊंगा, ठीक है?
हाँ, सॉरी
नहीं, सॉरी नहीं, सबको चांस मिलना चाहिए।
ओके
हरे कृष्णा। ठीक है मोहन प्रभु, यू हैव टू बी लिटिल क्विक। हाँ,
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, दंडवत प्रणाम।
दंडवत प्रणाम प्रभु। वेयर आर यू? आई कांट सी।
हैप्पी बर्थडे।
थैंक यू, बट कैन आई सी
प्रभु जी? मुझे यस प्रभु, कैन आई सी मी प्रभु जी?
यस माय डियर मोहन प्रभु।
One second, I will check this. Sorry प्रभु, I can come out.
Quick.
सत्संग है। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, कैन आई सी मी? आई एम कमिंग आउट।
यस, आगे बढ़िए।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, मैंने इसमें लिखा था जो इंद्रिया काला सर्पा, जो इंद्रिया, जो हमारे जो इंद्रिया है वो काल सर्प की जैसा है, उसको कंट्रोल करना बहुत ही मुश्किल है। उसके जो सर्प का जो दांत रहता है ना, टीथ, उस दांत को अगर 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 निकल देंगे तो सांप को छोड़ देंगे, उससे कोई डेंजरस नहीं, उससे कोई खतरा नहीं रहता है। इसी तरह हमारे इंद्रिय जो है विषयों पर दौड़ते रहते हैं, विषयों के आसक्ति में, भोग वांछा में, तो उसको कंट्रोल करने के लिए कौन सा अस्त्र है? उसको उस सरपेंट का तीत निकलने के लिए क्या सही मार्ग है? तो निकल लिए तो वो क्या करना चाहिए? तो हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र लेने से, अरे जप करने से, तो हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र जो चैतन्य महाप्रभु ने बताए, ऐसा कृष्ण कॉन्शियसनेस लेने से वो सारे, जैसे कि वो टीथ निकले हुए सर्प जैसा रहता है ना, तो उसके कोई बच्चे भी उसके साथ खेल सकते हैं, कोई से ये नहीं। इसीलिए इसी तरह हम कृष्ण कॉन्शियसनेस लेने से, हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र जपने से, कृष्ण कॉन्शियस में आने से, ये सभी फॉलो करते हुए हमारे इंद्रिय जो है सब शांत हो जाते हैं। तो हमें उसके कंट्रोल में, हम उसको कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं इंद्रियों को, हमारे इंद्रियों को। तो इसलिए मैं और एक है इचिंग, कंट्रोलिंग इचिंग। इस कंट्रोलिंग इचिंग जैसे कि हमारे कुछ इचिंग हो जाता है ना, इन्फेक्शन होकर स्किन डिसीज ऐसा कुछ हो गया, पहले हमें एक बार गुजरने से मजा आता है, तो दूसरी बार, फिर तीसरी बार तो खून आ जाता है। इसी तरह हमारी जो ये इंद्रिय इच्छा जो है ना, तो उसी तरह है, एक बार सेटिस्फेक्शन हो नहीं, दूसरी बार सेटिस्फेक्शन नहीं, तो ऐसे उससे हम कर्म बंधन में फंसते जाते हैं, और उससे हम और मुश्किल में पड़ जाते हैं। तो उधर से निकलना बहुत ही मुश्किल हो जाता है, कर्म कांड में फंस जाते हैं। तो ये बात थोड़ा स्टडी करना था, मैं थोड़ा वही लिख लिया आपको।
वेरी नाइस।
फिर से मैं वही बोलूंगा। थैंक यू सो मच।
थैंक यू मोहन प्रभु, आपने इतने अच्छे अच्छे पॉइंट्स शेयर किए हैं। इससे पता चलता है कि आप रेगुलरली श्रील प्रभुपाद के लेक्चरों को सुन रहे हैं, उनको आत्मसात कर रहे हैं। यू आर वेरी नाइसली एब्जॉर्बिंग देम, meditating on them, working on them. Hope to meet you soon, in very soon in Bangalore, as early as possible.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. This is Avinash.
Yes, Avinash Prabhu.
Prabhuji, Prabhupada,
your voice is breaking, Prabhu.
Say that, is it audible now, Prabhuji?
Better.
Okay. So Prabhupada was saying that only a fortunate person comes in contact with a devotee and living, and he quoted a shloka for that, Brahmand Brahmite Kono Bhagyavan Jeev Guru Krishna Prasada Pai Bhaktilata Bij. So
nice.
we all are very fortunate that we came in contact with the devotee and got an opportunity to practice Krishna consciousness. So this was one point which I wanted to mention.
Very good. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
We cannot understand how fortunate we are because we are in touch with devotees. This is the rarest of the rarest fortune. Thank you, Avinash Prabhu. Thank you very much. Now I would like to request Avinash Prabhu to guide us. What is the next activity for us?
Yeah, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, this is Naina.
Yes, Naina Mataji.
Yeah, please accept my humble obeisances, Prabhuji. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. First of all, I would like to thank you for giving us this opportunity to hear Prabhupada's lecture on the auspicious day of Ekadashi of Kartik month. And I always feel fortunate whenever I hear Prabhupada's lecture, that still with his recorded lectures and books, we are the fallen souls like us are getting benefited all around the world. And thank you, Prabhuji, for motivating us for doing more number of rounds on Ekadashi through your messages. Yes. And we, the Gita class students, have made some realization videos and some gratitude towards you on your appearance day. So we have we have compiled those videos and would like to present it to you now. And I want to thank Avinash Prabhuji for helping me in combining all the videos. And I would now request him to please share the video. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Avinash Prabhu, you can share the screen if you want. You are the co-host.
Yes, Prabhuji, I'm sharing it.
Make sure the volume is high so that we can all hear whatever realizations.
Okay, bro.
And try to keep it to 15 minutes or not more than 15 minutes.
Prabhuji, it will be 15-20 minutes only, max.
20 minutes. Is the screen visible? Black. Is it visible in the black screen?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Jai Shri Krishna to Prabhu. Today is a very, very happy occasion for us. On your birthday today, Vinita and I would like to extend our best wishes for continued unhindered progress in your chosen spiritual path. We pray Lord Radhe Krishna keeps you happy, very, very happy.
Avinash Prabhu, there is a little bit unsync between the video and the audio. I think it may be a problem of the internet. Can you see what is the issue?
Hare Krishna.
Yes.
Prabhuji, you lost me for some time, right?
Yeah, I couldn't hear you. This is the first time I'm hearing you. After you showed the video, there was a little bit unsync, not properly. The audio video was not synced properly.
There is some internet issue, Prabhuji. Can we do it later? I'll try again. Give me one more chance. If it works,
Okay.
then we can.
You can do one thing. You can try to send it to me.
But it's very big. It's very big, Prabhuji. Some very big actually video is some 500 MB it is.
Okay, we can download it. No problem. You try to share it with me, or maybe Naina Mataji, we can play it. We have good internet here.
Okay, Prabhuji. But for sharing also, it might take some time.
Prabhuji, can you try one more time?
Yeah, I'll try one more time. Just one last option.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Jai Shri Krishna to Prabhuji. Today is a very, very happy occasion for us. On your birthday today, Vinita and I would like to extend our best wishes for your continued honors in your chosen spiritual path. We pray Lord Radhe Krishna keeps you happy, very, very happy, the many, many more coming years.
Prabhuji,
it's not working, bro. That's okay. We can leave it. We can let it be, Avinash Prabhu. Let's leave it. No problem. We can see it later on also. It's not the main agenda. Is that fine?
Prabhuji, I have some videos with me. I'll try to share. Give me 1 minute only. Sorry.
Okay, but please do it fast, huh? until Mataji gets ready, if anybody has any other question or any other suggestion or any other realization to share, anything which they liked in the lecture of Srila Prabhupada, which they want to discuss, they can please raise their hand and we can have a discussion on that. Vivek Singh. Yes. Where is Vivek Singh? He has raised his hand. Okay. Okay, Prabhu, you can please unmute and you can speak up.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
You can hear me?
Yes, Prabhu, I can hear you loud and clear.
First of all, many happy returns of the day, and wish you a very good and merciful birthday. I was hearing one lecture of Srila Prabhupada yesterday, and he was talking about Sur Yoni and Asur Yoni, and I think he was giving a lecture in Western country. So he was telling that all the Western, basically it was I think in US, that you people are in Asur Yoni, means or Asur. Basically demonic nature is there in country, and I have always this question whenever we say, okay, in India we are a Davic place, and so much of spiritualism is here and all, but and I always have this conflicting view, even though we call that as asur or a demonic nature, the Western world, and they have all those 4 bad qualities, the 4 pillars what we were talking about. And still, why do we see that all so much richness and opulences is there in the Western world compared to our country?
Very good question. This is a very, very pressing question. I was hoping that this will come very early in Gita course, but unfortunately it has not come till now, but good that it has come now. First of all, what is the meaning of demon?
I wanted to ask sometime, but somehow in the classes I used to miss it, and later it used to come, and again I will forget. So today it came, so I thought I will use the opportunity.
Good question. See, very important point is, first we have to understand who is a demon. As I said, demon doesn't mean one who has 2 horns and fangs coming out and nails and trying to kill everybody. No. So the 16th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, divine and demoniac natures. First of all, a request to all the people who are attending today's session. In this month of Kartik, please take out time to read the 16th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, divine and demoniac natures. We will understand who is a demon, although they may be dressed up in a suit or in a coat, pant, or maybe in a dhoti kurta also. But who is a demon, we will understand, and who is a demigod, or who is a divine personality. Now coming to the question, Srila Prabhupada said, yes, that is a demoniac influence. The demoniac influence in the Western countries is more because the Sanatana Dharma has been fully forgotten. Please take note that 5,000 years ago, the entire world was being ruled by just one king, Maharaj Yudhishthir or Maharaj Parikshit, and there was Vedic culture everywhere. But due to the passage of time, in some areas, especially the Western areas, the Sanatana Dharma was completely forgotten. There are traces. I was telling you something like, even in America, there is something called as Boston Brahmin Society, BBS. And this Boston Brahmin Society is thousands of years old. And the members of that society, they practice almost the similar things which the traditional Brahmins of India, they follow. So that means Vedic culture was there. In England, I was interacting with one of the priests in a church. He told me that how earlier they would do some fire sacrifices also, but now they have forgotten everything. So that is the case. So when Sanatana Dharma was everywhere, but in India, somehow this Sanatana Dharma was still a little rampant. And I can say that the Indian subcontinent is the remnants of the Vedic civilization. In other places, it has been forgotten. So now the question is, how is it possible that somebody is a demon, but they are still progressing? See, whether someone is a demon or a demigod, the material facilities which is available to someone is primarily and purely based on the karma or the previous karma of that person. Question could be raised that Hiranyakashipu was a big demon, but still why he was the most opulent person? And Sudama was a great devotee of the Lord, but why he was so poor? The point here is a devotee is dhira. In whichever condition of life you put them, they will not be bothered. So miseries will be there in their life, but suffering will be optional. But demons, they are miserable despite all available sufferings or facilities. If you go to a simple village in India, which has not been so much westernized, people are very happy and the happiness quotient is very high. However, you go to the biggest skyscrapers in America or in the Western world like Europe, people are not happy. Now coming to the opulence, actually this opulence which we see in the so-called demonic areas is actually also an illusion. I always say, what is the definition of a good material standard of life? A good materialistic life, forget about spiritual. A good materialistic life means ample opportunity to eat nicely, sleep nicely, mate nicely, and defend nicely. Now you carefully look at these Western countries. They don't have time to eat also. They are carrying some burger in their hand, running away in the trams and running here and there, eating all. Nobody cooks at their home. I was there in Germany. You will be surprised to know that the lunch boxes which we have, 2-3 boxes, and then we zip it up and take. Such lunch boxes are not available very, very easily in Germany. I struggled. I was in one of the cosmopolitan cities of Germany, Cologne, and I could not find a lunch box. And I was carefully observing in my office, nobody used to bring lunch. Everybody used to crunch upon some fast food, some this, some that, and basically nobody had time to eat. Some people took the plates in their offices and while having meeting, they were eating and running here and there and working so hard, but having no time to eat. Compare this to a simple villager in India who eats nicely, peacefully. So if just try to analyze which part is more opulent. Somebody who is working like a donkey but doesn't have time to eat, or somebody who is seemingly poor but is actually having sufficient pure ingredients to eat and live peacefully. Second point, sleeping. The people of these so-called opulent countries, they take sleeping pills to sleep. They can't sleep nicely also. However, that is not the case in India, or at least the people who follow the Sanatan Dharma. They have so much jhadu pocha, cleaning temple and other services to do that the moment they fall on the bed, they are like sleeping. So which is more opulent? The so-called Western country who needs sleeping pills to sleep, or the so-called poor, economically backward country where everybody sleeps peacefully? Mating or family life. We can very easily see, before the influence of TV came in India, there was no such thing as divorce. Actually, in the Sanskrit Shabdakosh, in the Sanskrit dictionary, there is no word only called divorce. But you see the family life in these so-called opulent countries. It is a disaster. It is really, really a disaster. I personally know it and I have seen it. Even those Indians or those followers of Sanatan Dharma who go and settle down in the foreign countries, even they start behaving like cats and dogs. And even they don't have a peaceful family life. I come from a small city called Jamshedpur, which was earlier in Bihar, now in Jharkhand. That's where I've been born and brought up. Such a peaceful place. I never saw what is divorce or no crime, and we used to go to school and there was culture, there was value system, and people were peaceful. There was no struggle or for existence, not great struggle for existence there. I will not say that many people were as rich as Tatas or something, but everybody was middle class, either lower middle class or middle class, or some people upper middle class, primarily middle class. But everybody was so peaceful so peaceful that I could not feel the blazing fire of material existence in that city, at least until the time I was there. Now I don't know. I read sometimes that now murders have started happening in that city also. This is because of all this Western influence, the internet, the TikTok, and all those things. Similarly, defense. In the West, or the so-called opulent places where you have claimed that there is so high opulence, people are mad behind insurances. They don't have faith in anything. The economy is like it's very difficult. If it crashes, it just crashes. It is very, very difficult kind of an economy, and so many insurances, and people are always in anxiety and pink slips and things like that happening all the time. But that is not the case here. People have implicit faith in God. Today afternoon, 3 of the students came to meet me. They made some nice things and brought it as their birthday gift. I was really touched. So they were sharing that how many problems of their life have got solved simply because of implicit faith in God. So therefore, the anxiety which is there to defend has reduced. Actually, nobody can defend. Who can defend themselves against the onslaught of birth, disease, old age, and death? Nobody. We just distract ourselves with some other problems, which are temporary problems, and we hope that we will get some solution. But no matter how much you adjust the material nature, the quantum of happiness or distress which has to come will come. So I again come back to this point. Material opulence is judged by the ability to which one can very nicely eat, sleep, mate, and defend. This is an illusion, or this is a myth, that the Western countries are opulent. I completely disagree with this. I want to bust this myth in front of everybody that you are calling them opulent, but just have a look. They can't eat nicely, they can't sleep nicely, they have a terrible family life, and they are so anxious to defend themselves. They can't eat nicely, they cannot do proper eating, sleeping, mating, and defending also. So how can we call them opulent? On the contrary, a simple villager in India or a simple person in the places where the Sanatana Dharma is followed, even if they are not chanting Hare Krishna, still they are peacefully eating, sleeping, and having a peaceful family life, and they are having implicit faith in God. So they are not so much worried about their defense or maintenance also. However, I'm not trying to promote this lifestyle which you may see in the villages. That is a mode of goodness lifestyle. What I'm trying to promote is Traya Gunyo Vishya Veda Nistraya Gunyo Bhavarjuna. We are trying to promote that you rise even above the mode of goodness. Chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. By doing this, you will understand that eating, sleeping, mating, defending is not the purpose of life only. So, Srila Prabhupada tells in one place, he tells, this I'm reading from a book, whoever daily fights the battle of life only for Lord Krishna's sake discovers prosperity, mystic perfection, and transcendental knowledge in the palm of his hand. So that is the situation of a devotee. He does not need to struggle very hard. He has implicit faith, just like a small child. He will not go and tell his mother, "Mother, you have given me breakfast. I hope that you will give me lunch also." He does not need to say. He is dependent on the mother, and he knows the mother will give. So similarly, devotees of Krishna, they just do their prescribed duties. They do their duty, and then they are fully dependent on Krishna. They don't even have the anxiety of eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. So therefore, they become dhiras. And therefore, I feel that the most opulent persons or the most opulent people in the whole creation are the devotees of Krishna. Once Prabhupada was asked that devotees of Krishna, they don't go to work. They all the time keep chanting Hare Krishna, all the time preaching and discussing. So Prabhupada answered, the devotees are the son of Krishna, and the Krishna is the richest person in the whole creation. Why should the son of a rich man work? And then he laughed like that. You also see this point. Prabhupada was again telling in a lecture that everybody is struggling so hard to maintain themselves. But all the ISKCON temples, nobody is going to office or work there. But you see, all the ISKCON temples, they are feeding lakhs and lakhs of people. You tell me one house which is ready to feed 5 people extra daily for the next 3 months. It is not possible. But you go to any ISKCON temple, thousands and thousands and lakhs of people are being fed. Where is the money coming from? All these temples, they have so many buses and cars. All these temples, they have so many facilities to distribute the Bhagavad Gita. Spectacularly opulent. I feel this is opulence. But guess what? The devotees of these temples, they don't look at all these buses, cars, and food for life as their property. They see it as Krishna's property. So they want to use it in Krishna's service. So therefore, when you become detached, when you lose the propensity to enjoy the resources of material nature, all the opulences will come, provided you are engaged in Krishna's service. To summarize, I will again say, whoever daily fights the battle of life only for Lord Krishna's sake discovers prosperity, mystical perfection, and transcendental knowledge in the palm of his hand. Vivek Prabhu, I hope your question is answered, and I hope the myth has been busted of what is opulence. Are you there, Vivek Prabhu, or you left? Yeah, he's there. Oh yeah, I have to unmute him, only then he can speak, correct. Vivek Prabhu, I'm unmuting you. Please tell me if you've got your answer.
Yeah, Prabhuji, I got it. Quite detailed one.
So who is more
And
opulent? Vivek Prabhu, who is more opulent?
Krishna's
Who or the
devotees.
President of America?
Krishna's devotees, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Very, very smart answer. I would have pulled your leg if you would have said I'm more. Hey Krishna. Okay. That's we are done. And then Nana Mataji, you have shared something, some link. What is that link?
Prabhuji, it's a YouTube link in which I've combined 10 videos. Actually, there are 20 videos, but I could combine only 10. If you can share this link and play the video. I'm not sure how to play it, so I thought if you can do.
Actually, see, there is a problem. If you share something from YouTube, since this session is live, you can't play another YouTube video in a video which is already live on YouTube. That is violation of the YouTube flags it, saying that you're showing copyright content and things like that.
Okay, Prabhuji, let me try sharing the individual videos then.
Yeah, but we have just 20 minutes left. I want to do some kirtan also. So in 10 minutes, maybe you can do whatever you want.
Okay, Prabhuji. Hello? Huh? Yeah. 1 second.
Hare Krishna Mataji, are you able to play it?
Yeah, Prabhuji.
You just have to play and then share the screen by selecting share computer sound option. No, we are not able to hear. Share computer sound you have to select. Otherwise, we will not be able to hear your computer sound.
Okay.
That option comes when you are sharing the screen during that time. No, it will not come here, Mataji. When you will share the screen.
Makes sense. Prabhuji,
yeah. Okay.
It's okay, Prabhuji.
Yeah,
Sorry.
we'll skip it. No problem. We'll skip it.
I am sorry to disappoint all the.
That's okay. These technical things, they keep happening. It is nobody's fault. It is the fault of this technology. No problem. What Avinash Prabhu and Mataji can do, they can compile all the realizations of the devotees, and this can be shared in all the WhatsApp groups. And I promise that I will hear each and every realization, and I'm thinking whether I should promise this or not. Okay, I will try to personally message each and every person who has tried to share their realization, and I will thank them for what they have shared with us. Okay, now it's time for some kirtan. I will quickly check if my friend who plays the mridanga is there here or not. करताल है जल्दी आइए. So Hare Krishna, my friend is coming very fast. Till then, I'll share my screen. So we will sing a bhajan called Bhuliya Tumhare. Okay, so hope you are able to see the screen. This is a bhajan written by the spiritual master of the spiritual master of the spiritual master of Srila Prabhupada. That means Bhaktivinoda Thakur, who is an acharya in the line of Gaudiya Vaishnava Parampara. Very nice bhajan called Bhuliya Tumhare. Very, very appropriate to meditate upon on the day of Ekadashi. Bhuliya Tumhare samsare asiya pena navidha vyatha. Bhuliya tumhare samsare asiya pena navidha vyatha. Tomara charane asiya chiyami boli bo dukhera katha. Tomar charan ashiya chiyami boli bo dukhera katha. Janani jathare chilam jakhona bhisham bandhan pashe. Janani jathare चिलाम जखोना भीषम बंधन पाशे. एक बार प्रभु देखा दिया मोरे, एक बार प्रभु देखा दिया मोरे, वांछिले दीना दासे. ताको न भावीनु जन्म पाइया कोरिहु भाजन तवा ताकु न भविनु जन्म पाइया कोरिहु भाजन तवा जन्म होइलो पड़ी माया जाले ना होइलो ज्ञान ला जन्म होइलो पड़ी माया जाले ना होइलो ज्ञान लाभा आदरे रछेले स्वजने रकोले हासिया काटनु काला आदरे रखेले स्वजने रकोले हासिया काटनु काला जनक जनानी स्नेह ते भूलिया संसार लागी भालो जनक जनानी स्नेह ते भूलिया संसार लागिलो भालो क्रमे दीन दीन बालक होइया भेलिनो बालक सहा क्रमे दीन दीन बालक होइया भेलिनो बालक सहा आर किछु दीने ज्ञान उपजिलो पाठ पढ़ियो हरहा आर किछु दीने ज्ञान उपजिलो पाठ पढ़ियो हरहा विद्यार गौरवे भ्रमि देश देशे धन उपार्जन कोरी विद्यार गौरवे भ्रमि देश देशे धन उपार्जन कोरी स्वजन पालना कोरी एक माने भूलिनो तुम्हारे हरि स्वजन पालना कोरी एक माने भूलिनो तुम्हारे हरि बाधा खे खोना भक्ति विनोदा कांडिया कातर अति बाधा खे खोना भक्ति विनोदा कांडिया कातर अति न भजिया तोरे दिन वृथ गेलो एखने की हमे गति न भजिया तोरे दिन वृथ गेलो एखने की हमे गति हरे कृष्ण. Now we will see the translation. Thank you to Reftinath Prabhu. So nicely you have played Mridanga. For this session, it is done. Next session again, 8:15. I forsook you, O Lord, and came in this world of pain and sorrow. Now I submit my tale of woe at your lotus feet. While still in the unbearable fetters of my mother's womb, I saw you before me. You revealed yourself but briefly and then abandoned this poor servant of yours. So every devotee, not every devotee, every living entity, when they are in the womb of their mother, in the 7th month, when the consciousness wakes up, and they are suffering the pangs of material miseries in the womb of their mother, they actually pray to Krishna that in this lifetime, I will practice Krishna consciousness. Please take me out of this miserable condition where insects are biting me, the gaseous fumes are there, pus, stool, urine is around me. Take me out from here. I'm suffering like anything. I can't move. And every living entity, all of us have prayed to Krishna that this lifetime when I come out, I'll practice bhakti. But then what happens? Bhaktivinoda Thakur is telling, at that moment I swore to worship you after taking birth. But birth came and with it the network of worldly illusion, which robbed me of all good sense. That's what he says here. Janma hoilo podi maya jale, na hoilo gyan lava. I did not get the real understanding. After that, fourth paragraph. Adarera chele swajanera kole hasiya katanu kala, janaka janane snehete bhuliya samsara lagilo bhalo. As a fondled son in the lap of relatives, I passed my time smiling and laughing. My parents' affection helped me to forget the pangs of birth, and I thought that this world is very nice. Meaning to say, the love of my parents was making me feel very happy, and I was thinking that this world is a very nice place. But the world is Dukhalem. I forgot this point. Day by day, I grew and soon began playing with other boys. Shortly, my powers of understanding emerged. I read and studied my lessons incessantly. Patha podi ahara ahaha. After that, what I did? Vidyare gaurave bhrame deshe deshe dhana uparjana kori. Swajana palana kori ek mane bhuli na tumhare hari. What I did? Traveling from place to place, proud of my education, I grew wealthy and maintained my family with undivided attention. Means I got some Udar Bharan Vidya, I learned how to fill my belly, and very proud of it, I traveled from place to place. I became rich. And then I thought that the only purpose of my life is to take care of my family. Swajana palana kori ekamane. And in the process, what I did? Oh Hari, I forgot you. Now in the old age, Bhakti Vinod is sad. He weeps. I failed to worship you, O Lord, and instead passed my life in vain. What will be my fate now? So the Acharya, it is not that Bhakti Vinod Thakur's condition is like that. He is speaking on our behalf, and he's talking like that. That there are so many people who think that just the maintenance of family is everything. And in the process, they ignore Hari. They have promised Hari before taking birth that this lifetime I will worship you. But then come out and they forget, and their parents' affection makes them forget that this world is a Dukhalayam. And they get busy in studying and going place to place and playing and earning, maintaining the family with undivided attention. However, all this is not the purpose of life. The purpose of life is to understand that I am this, not this body, I am the spirit soul. I'm thinking I'm someone's son, someone's father, someone's brother, someone's XYZ, but actually I'm a part and parcel of Krishna. I should fulfill my family responsibilities, but it should not be the only main purpose of my life. The Bhagavatam says that in Kali Yuga, anybody who can maintain their family will be considered a great personality, whether they have any good qualification or not. But that is not the case. One should take the endeavor to maintain the body, maintain the family members. But that should not be the highest purpose of life. The highest purpose of life is to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. This is a very, very beautiful bhajan. It's called as Bhuliya Tumhare. I have forgotten you, O Hari. All our acharyas, right from the 6 Goswamis or Lord Chaitanya till down till Srila Prabhupada, they are carrying the same message where they are trying to make us understand who we are, who is Krishna, what is the Sambandha Gyan between us and Krishna, and what is the purpose of our life. Jivera Swarup Hai, Krishna Das. We are all loving servants of Krishna. So with this, I would like to invite all of you to take this journey of Krishna consciousness very, very seriously. I will post the link of this bhajan here so that if people can want to read it later and meditate upon it, they can do so. You can open it now and keep it so that you will read it later. So with this, we come an end to today's wonderful Ekadashi session. Some points to remember. Ekadashi is meant for more chanting, more reading, more hearing. Please plan your month in such a way. Whatever you want to do on other days, you do. But on Ekadashi, that day is meant for Krishna. I'm giving so many days to the entire material world. But one day I want to give to Krishna. Or let's say 2 days in a month, because twice in Ekadashi comes. So we have to go deep in our spiritual practices, reduce the needs of the body by, if we can fast, it is good. We don't need to cook much. And then we'll get a realization when we, of course, one has to avoid grains at all costs. I've already messaged to all of you. My sincere request to all of you, please follow Ekadashi Vrata henceforth very, very seriously. And please worship Tulsi Maharani every day very, very seriously. This life is a rare opportunity. We don't know what kind of karmas we have done and what kind of body we will end up in the next life. So we have to take shelter of this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, this unique opportunity which we have got in the human form of life, especially Ekadashis, Ekadashi can boost up in our spiritual consciousness, can boost us up in our spiritual consciousness. It can give us the right spiritual credits, the spiritual merits, which are needed for a person to become a dhira, for a person to progress rapidly in Krishna consciousness. Anybody who wants to become a devotee of Lord Krishna should observe Ekadashi. They should chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, fixed number of rounds every day. You can chant 2 to 4 rounds, 8 rounds. I know few people who have started chanting 10 rounds, 16 rounds. Up to you. The more you chant, the better it is. And one more important point. Today, we are doing the Nam Yagya ceremony. So, we will circulate a form link, which we have already circulated before, but we will again circulate it. And please fill in the number of rounds which you have chanted. I have decided that all the people who have chanted, even if they have chanted 1 round, of course it is good to chant more rounds, but even if you have chanted something, your name will be printed, and I will go and I will submit this paper to the lotus feet of Shri Shri Gandharvika Girdhari and Sriman Mahaprabhu. They are the temple deities. And maybe the people who have chanted, top 10 chanters, top 10 people who have chanted most number of rounds, we will read out their names also, and other names we will submit as a paper so that the Lord can read, because you see there is so much queue. I also don't promise whether I will be able to read out the names of anyone, but I definitely promise that all these names will be submitted to the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. And special prayer will be done on all of you, on behalf of all of you. And I want to do this kind of a session on every Ekadashi, where we just come together, forget the world for 1 or 2 hours, and just engage in Hari Katha and Hari Kirtan. Chant more and more rounds on Ekadashis, especially on Ekadashis. Even people who are not chanting should chant on Ekadashi. And try to encourage your family members also. Say that, okay, you don't want to chant, don't chant, but today is Ekadashi, please chant. So you can explain to them the glories of Ekadashi. There is a link which talks about the Mahatmya of every Ekadashi. So you can share that with them. Try to bring in as many people as possible on such Ekadashi celebrations. That is the best social or the highest social welfare which can be done at the highest propaganda of social welfare. This is. So thank you very much. We will end our today's discussion with this. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. By the way, don't yet leave, please. I would like not to miss this opportunity to chant 1 round of Hare Krishna Mahamantra in the association of all these devotees, because this is the Sankirtan for which I wait all the week. So I will request all of you to turn on their videos, if it is possible. 1 round we will chant, and then we will end today's session. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम राम 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 हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण राम हरे कृष्ण हरे राम राम हरे कृष्ण राम हरे कृष्ण हरे राम 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 हरे कृष्ण राम हरे कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण हरे राम कृष्ण हरे राम हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे राम कृष्ण हरे राम हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे राम कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण हरे राम कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण हरे राम कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण हरे राम कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण हरे राम कृष्ण हरे राम हरे 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 कृष्ण Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So thank you very much for the association, this wonderful association. It is my desire to do this every Ekadashi, whether we have a session or whether we don't have a session. We want to do this. And some of you may not have finished your round, so please finish your round. Two requests. Please fill out the form, the Google form link, which we are now going to circulate as soon as the session ends. You can fill in how many rounds you have chanted. And then if you have some family members who have chanted, fill the form again for them also. And in this way, we will be able to offer the names of you and your family members along with the number of rounds to the lotus feet of Giridhari. And another request, after this at 8:15, pack schedule, we are going to have the Kartik month Vrata celebrations. So requesting all of you to join for that also. That was the main purpose. I shifted the class timings to 6 p.m. so that all of us can go and peacefully attend the Kartik month Vrata also. So this is a great fortune that such opportunities have been created. Please take full advantage of it. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.